that was an okay.
Well, hey.
Hello. You said you were gonna speak first.
That's true.
She did say hey, right?
Yeah, I did. I said
okay.
Hey.
What was it? Was it okay?
I think it was. We can
It
roll
was
it back.
affirmative.
Roll it back.
Yeah, let's start over.
I'm Autumn, also known as Buffy in the Facebook group.
And I'm David Igo, also known as
The spoiler.
Igo and Dave and Son,
Yeah.
depending on who you talk to.
Yes. Nice. Wow.
And welcome to Sideshow and Tell.
Got a lot of people here already.
How do you even know how many there are? Just based on chats, you count them?
And also you can see there.
41 watching?
Mm-hmm. And then here they come. 42. Here they come. Hey. And Mel's in chat with us. Hi, Mel.
Oh, you go by Mel for short?
I call her Mel.
Do you like being called Mel, or does she just
It
call you
doesn't
something
matter.
you don't like?
I call her Mel.
Anything, I don't care.
Nice. We should have her on
Dangerous.
the show
Well, look at this.
All right, where is everybody from? Let's find out.
Oh,
Got-
shout out to all my Colorado peeps in the house.
You're from Colorado?
Yeah, I thought we talked about that
That's
when
true.
we talked about your
did.
background.
My background.
Can we even talk about your background? Does the government let you talk about
I mean,
what missions you've done?
my background.
How many people have you killed?
Well,
I don't talk about that.
he's referring to the fact that I grew up in a commune / cult as a child.
Commune's a good word.
Commune, we're gonna go with commune.
Yeah, commune. It's like cult light.
It started as
It was started as a commune.
I was raised in Colorado Springs, which some people would call a cult.
Or a city.
At the time, the most conservative city in the United States of
All right.
America. Yeah.
Here. We were kind of near Fort Collins, up in the
That's
Rocky
up
Mountains.
north.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Fort Collins where Chipotle started? Or is that Colorado Springs? It's one of those. I think it was Fort Collins.
I haven't
You might
gotten
be
the
the home of
Colorado
Chipotle.
newsletter, so I
If
don't
only we
know.
had technology to look up the home base of Chipotle.
Nice. Oh, Michael Williams is formerly of Colorado as well. How many other
Ooh.
people from Colorado we have here? Let's see.
I like how we're just like both Colorado. We're not really
Yeah.
shaking things up.
No.
We don't have like Florida or Delaware,
No.
Rhode Island.
Delaware would really be shaking things up.
Yeah.
Let's calm down.
Who's from the smallest state in Rhode Island? Who's from Alaska? Do they even have the internet in Alaska? I don't even
They want to know if your MacBook is just a prop because it's stickerless and nude. It is.
I should
nude.
bring in my own laptop.
You should.
It has black and white stickers all over it.
You should bring
Let's
it
forget.
in.
There's like,
Oh,
what
something
is
bad
that? There's
is
something
happening.
underneath there.
It's definitely scratched up. Oh wait, I see it.
Oh, you saw it? What was it?
Right there.
Something.
Got it.
It is a prop, but it
Done.
works. It's a functioning prop. Oh, it's still doing
Brazil,
it. I'm not
Tel
touching it
Aviv,
anymore.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Ooh, other countries.
Wow.
Not even just America.
New York, not just America.
New York.
Yeah. America.
Not just America. So, it's Tuesday. What'd you do this weekend? We're supposed to talk about these things?
I watched Always Be My Maybe with Keanu Reeves.
I like I say with Keanu Reeves, like
Yes,
he's the main
he
star.
came over and we watched it. No, I watched it with him.
Ooh, I like that too.
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
shows up randomly,
Yeah.
like he knows when people are watching it right when they get to his
Yeah,
scene.
he's a good guy. He's like, oh, this part's good. Check it out.
Slow motion walk into your house.
Yes. Have you guys seen the Twitter account? It's just Keanu walking to music.
Yeah.
It's awesome. If you guys have seen that, have you guys seen this movie?
I haven't seen this movie.
I've seen
I want to see this
anybody in
movie.
the
I heard
chat.
good things about it.
I've seen this movie.
It's Ali Wong, right? She's the main
Yes, Ali
actress?
Wong.
Yeah, she's
and
great.
then what's the name of the actor?
Randall.
Park.
He's
Randall
great
Park.
in
He's great,
everything
too.
he's in.
Yes,
In Ant-Man and
so-
Wasp, he was killing me.
He was great. So Ali Wong and Randall Park in a movie together
It's
with
probably
Keanu
okay.
Reeves with
As
a cameo
himself.
as a
Probably
really
really
great
good.
version of himself. It was
Speaking
kind of
of,
amazing.
got a little.
Yes.
So we have to announce this on the front end because I'm always
Yes.
really bad at those like.
Yeah.
Hey, how are we gonna give away this figure at the end? So I believe we want to encourage the audience to ask really good creative
Yes.
questions and just good questions.
Good questions.
We'll like be like, that's a good question, write
Yep.
that one down. And at the very end
Well,
we'll kind
Mel,
of like discuss
down.
which one we like most.
Yeah.
So we totally get to choose. It's not gonna be merit based.
No.
No. It's just what we like.
What
we
we
could just
like.
not like you as a person, not give it to
Yes.
you. Even if
But,
you had
like,
the best question.
It was a good question, but
I
we
could be like,
don't like
who is
you.
that? Chad?
Yes.
Ew, don't give it to Chad, even though
Yes.
Chad had the best
He
question.
did.
And for
Oh.
people who are confused,
And
Yes.
name Chad?
you're actually giving away the John Wick figure.
We're
'Cause
giving
you're
away the
not
John
actually
Wick.
saying
We
what you're
haven't said
giving
that
away.
yet.
Oh,
We didn't
sorry,
announce it.
my bad. Yeah, the John Wick. Not this one exactly,
No.
but a clone of him.
Yes.
That's
Now
fine. Yes.
they're not in stock right now, so if you
That's
do
why.
win, it basically means that you're on the list, and when they start shipping, we're gonna ship you one.
Which is
So.
somewhat soon,
Somewhat soon.
because that's actually a production.
That's a production piece, yeah. So we could look it up, but it's coming out pretty soon.
Nice. So ask good questions.
Ask good questions.
Yes.
Entertain us. Is that how
Who
this relationship
watched
works?
Chernobyl. Did anybody watch Chernobyl?
I've seen the first episode. It was so freaking depressing and bleak. I have to like wait to watch,
To watch some
the
more
next
of them?
one.
It's insanely good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Like the way that they got all the details down and everything is just crazy.
The question is, what song would you pick Keanu to walk to? I saw him walking in the Twitter account to "What a Man," and it was pretty good. Salt and
That
pepper.
would be
it was good.
Really
There was a
good.
slow motion walk to it. It was
I'm
good.
a huge fan of Macklemore, so "And We Danced" would be a
Yeah,
great one.
nice.
Slightly an R-rated
maybe
song,
Toto's
but
Africa.
a great one.
That would be a good one.
Mm.
Doon, 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 as you walk slow motion in. Be pretty cool.
Is this? So I haven't seen it. It's a slow motion
He
walk.
does a slow motion cool walk into the restaurant, and
We could speed it up though if we wanted to, right?
he could just run.
Just like the great thing when you speed up like a normal walk, it looks very awkward.
Yes.
It's not like, oh, now they're running. It's like, no, they're doing the same. They're just like,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
if we're gonna speed it up, then he needs to walk to like Waterloo.
Ooh, the question was, which Keanu Reeves character would you most like to meet?
Ooh, meet?
I know,
Like hang
yeah.
out with? That's
From
a
Bill
hard
and Ted's
one, man.
Excellent Adventure. I'd want to hang out with him.
Well,
That could be
He
a fun
would be
one.
fun.
as fun as they are, it might kind of wear thin after a while.
True.
I'm going
Just
through
hang
like
out.
my whole
I'm gonna say hang out
Rolodex
with, yeah.
of like John Wick would be a great one. I think like I could learn a lot about all of his random,
Yeah.
not
I
random,
mean, he
but all of his
doesn't seem
very
like-
specific skills.
But he doesn't seem like very much fun to hang out
He
with.
could be
He
great
seems like
fun.
a buzzkill.
Dude, if he took me to the shooting range
Like,
though,
we get
like
it.
Dave, I want to show you
Your
some
dog
tricks.
died. We get it.
Hey, I'm a dog person myself.
I am
Speaking
too,
of,
but,
Luna's
like,
not here today. She's at the
Yeah.
vet. Yeah, she has
Why?
like a skin allergy, so we're getting her
Aw.
checked on. She's just really itchy, so she can't be
Baby.
here. But she would like to meet John Wick too because he's such an animal
Yeah,
person.
he is. I am too. I mean, I'm representing like I don't care, but I have way too many animals for me to.
It's
be
because
saying
you're a
something
cat
like,
person. That's
no,
why
I'm a
cat
dog
people
person.
are like dead on the inside.
3
no
dogs,
soul.
3 cats. We have a couple of
See,
tortoises.
you have 3 cats. That like every cat
The
is
3
like
dogs
3 dogs
don't
in
out-
weight of insanity.
Right now we have 4 dogs, if that counts. Like I'm watching someone else's dog. I take in other people's
yeah.
dogs. So
Alright.
doesn't that count?
That helps.
Yeah.
A little bit, I guess.
There was a while when I was freelancing where I would take in lots of people's dogs. So like 4th of July weekend, I had like 18 dogs at my house.
4th of July. I used to love 4th of July, but I've never seen a dog react like Luna does.
Well, they came to our
fireworks.
house because we live far out in the country and no fireworks sounds.
I'm going to
So-
your house next
Yes,
4th of July.
come over to our
My
house.
poor dog.
Okay, we have
She hides.
people asking questions.
Oh, I'm
to
not reading.
enter. Okay, hold on.
Mel, if there's
Hold
any
on.
good ones we're missing, shout them out. Just go, guys, grenade,
I did like
throw
the
it in
question.
the room.
I like the question about which Keanu Reeves character you'd like to meet. I did like that one.
I realize I'm still at the top. Mine is anchored, so I'm still reading. Yay, hey, guys.
Oh, okay. Scroll. Okay, the question was, what accessory would you add to the John Wick figure that isn't already in the box? I know.
What accessory would we add? A dog.
Yes, exactly.
sorry.
I want both. I want the puppy
Yeah.
and his other dog.
Oh, here's a good question. Which superhero do you think Keanu Reeves would be amazing as in the future? From No Name Pen. Do we know who No Name Pen is?
I
Is
think
this
he'd
Chad?
make a good Doctor Strange. I do.
Whoa. Now, I'd have to think. I would selfishly want him as an X-Men because I love X-Men. It's like
Yeah.
my jam.
Yeah.
But, villains could be an opening. Like, I would have never originally guessed as Michael
Oh,
Fassbender's
yeah.
Magneto, but he became my favorite casting of all time as a superhero / antagonist. I won't call him a villain.
What about what villain would you like him to play?
So I'd have to think on that one. That's a good one,
Yeah.
though. I think, like, shorter hair, Matrix style Keanu Reeves could be a good Cyclops. What?
We were bagging on Chad. Justice for Chad.
Oh, Justice for Chad?
Sorry, Chad. You know what you did.
There's a couple of good Chads out there, but that's it. Like, literally 2. Tweeterhead Chad
Oh, yeah.
and Chad from Chicago. And I'm
So
just
you're
going to leave it at that.
You're isolating yourself from all fans named Chad now. You've just pushed
They
them
have,
right
they have
out
a
of your
lot. They have
fan
an
base.
uphill battle to prove me wrong. You know, just kidding. For all you Chads out there, you might be cool,
But you know what you did.
but you know what you did. Chad.
Chad.
God, just listen to that name. It's literally a 4-letter word.
It is.
You know,
It is.
It's like
Oh my gosh.
Where's
Okay.
my-
Who would win in a fight, McClane or John Wick?
John Wick. I think. I mean,
I think he'd put up a pretty damn good fight.
it would be
but
a good fight.
I
It'd be
think-
like many of those good fights. Like one of my favorite fight scenes of all time was the second last fight in the Raid movie, where you have the two brothers fighting
Mm-hmm.
against the guy they call Dog. That's one of my favorite fights ever. They have two good guys almost lose the one bad guy. I'm like spoiling it. If you haven't seen the Raid, get out of this chat and go watch the Raid.
It's been years
How
already.
about
Yeah.
after the show?
What?
After the show, they can leave and go watch the Raid. We're
That's
not trying to actively
fine. Yeah.
encourage people
Get
to
out of
leave. Look how many people are
Oh, they all left?
No.
Lame.
Okay. There was another question. Where'd it go? I just lost it.
Was it Alex's question about what John Wick would be most deadly with?
Oh yeah. Which?
Cap shield, Bucky's arm, Mjolnir, Coulson's pin.
Wait, what was the third one?
Okay.
Mjolnir.
So what?
Oh,
would be the
Mjolnir.
most
I thought you said
dangerous
mole hair. I'm like, yeah, bag of mole
a
hair.
mole hair just shut. No, he can give people mole hairs.
Well, so we'd have to hope he would be worthy to even pick up Mjolnir, which I think he would be. In which case,
Do
that
you
would be the
think
most
so?
deadly
I
one.
don't think he would
He's
be.
I don't think he's
Keanu.
anywhere.
Hold on,
Okay.
real quick. We're talking
Wait.
Keanu Reeves or John Wick? Because
Do you
Keanu would be the only person on Earth that could pick up Mjolnir.
Because you think he's a pure and true soul.
Keanu Reeves.
It
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
say Keanu, not John Wick.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just clarifying.
Who's
that's
better
what
than
you're saying.
Keanu to pick up
Nobody.
Mjolnir?
No one.
So he would pick up
Literally.
Mjolnir, and that's it.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah.
What?
Um,
Cap shield.
Cap
Bucky's
shield,
arm?
Bucky's arm, Mjolnir, or Coulson's pen.
No.
The most
Mjolnir.
dangerous weapon that he could use.
Mjolnir, cap shield, Bucky's arm, pen.
You don't think Bucky's arm, cap shield? Is cap shield really a
He
weapon?
can
It's a weapon.
throw
He
it.
can throw it.
Yeah. And you've seen him throw things.
That's true.
Like the new one.
All right.
Throws things. It's
Okay.
so good.
Okay.
Just like if you haven't seen John Wick 3, please
So
go.
he's-
Please quit the
Stop telling
Go watch
people
the
to
Raid, then
leave.
John Wick 3. Is that what we say?
This is
Encourage
why
people to
I
go
work
get educated?
in social media marketing and you don't.
This Dave guy keeps encouraging
Oh
people
my
to go watch
gosh.
John Wick 3.
Okay, Frank would like
I
to
like
know.
that. I like two first names.
Yeah, I like it.
Frank.
The collectibles are so good nowadays. What does the future of collecting will look like? Are the figures even better than they are now? More lifelike, maybe? What are your thoughts on
I think
this?
they get better for sure. I mean, even when we, here at Side, shame, I don't know. Anyways, been looking at like previous Sideshow product
Yeah.
and you look at like what we did back
The
then, what we do
evolution
now.
as
Yeah,
we
just
go.
hopefully it gets better. Artists are evolving. What we can do overseas is evolving. More companies, which creates healthy competition is
Yeah.
evolving. I think too, it's also going to be not just quality of physical products, but I think a lot more like AR and VR,
Yeah.
like digital collectibles.
That'd
Like
be cool.
put on your glasses, you're hanging out in your room, and you're like switching a button. You're like, I want all Avengers, blink,
Or maybe they like can interact in some way.
Oh,
I
this
don't
is
know.
getting weird.
It's
Yeah.
gonna get weird. It's gonna get cool. We
Although
get some
I
like
would-
Black Mirror episode about collectibles in the future. And
What
the
would be your
danger-
first interactive digital collectible if you could have one? This is my question. Can I win
Okay,
John
so
Wick
like
if I ask the
I
best
would
question?
get like a Buffy and a Spike and have them fight.
That's all you'd have them do?
Yeah.
Have them fight?
Shh. Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
I'd probably
Okay.
just get Michael Fassbender Magneto and just
Yeah.
have him hang out with me all the time.
Just chill with you.
I
watch
would
TV.
love Michael
Oh, I would
Fassbender.
get a Keanu Reeves and we'd watch TV together.
that'd
we'd
be
watch
good.
all the shows.
I like how that'd be our interactive thing. It's just someone to Netflix and chill with. Like literally Netflix and chill.
Yeah, actually watching
Yeah.
Netflix.
Actually.
Karen says the sad state about you two is that you're looking for digital friends.
I'm not looking for one, but if I had a choice
I
and
wouldn't
someone's like,
say
Dave,
no.
for X amount of dollars, you can hang out with Michael Fassbender Magneto, I'd be like,
Okay.
yeah, cha.
Let's.
There's not like a void, but now I just realized there was a void because they offered me Michael Fassbender Magneto
Yeah.
as a digital friend. Like those little like animals on those little things that you can like they They go to the bathroom, you feed them, and they can die.
Tamagotchis.
Yeah, Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
I want a Tamagotchi Michael Fassbender
Yes.
as Magneto.
But then it'd be a pain in the ass because you have to take care of him all the time. Like, dude,
I would take care of him.
I would take such good care of my Michael Fassbender Magneto.
Favorite Marvel collectible figure? Sorry, random question. I just looked at my screen like
Yes.
first one, read it. Are you even a Marvel person? What's your top? What's your favorite? Are you a DC person? Star Wars, Harry
I would
Potter, Lord
say
of the Rings?
Star Wars. Like Star Wars, I grew
Nerd.
up going to the Star Wars movies, and definitely Star Wars, and then Marvel, and then DC.
So what's your
But-
favorite Marvel character?
I really like Thor. His whole arc that he goes on.
Which Thor? Do we like
If it's-
Endgame
yes.
Thor?
If we, the Endgame Thor, I have to say, was my favorite Thor because his whole moment of going back to see his mom, and he's in this horrible depression, and he takes a chance and reaches out to see if he's still worthy, and his depression doesn't mean he's not worthy. He's still worthy, and I thought that was a beautiful, beautiful story.
You really just sold me on it because
Yeah.
I was not a fan of not the body shaming at all because I
Right.
like characters of many shapes and
Yeah.
sizes, but it felt like I liked how Thor evolved to be a goofy
Yes.
comedic character, but then when they made him visually goofy too, it like took away all the
Yeah.
badassery of him to me, a little bit. And then I was hoping at the end when he
Yes.
like lightning, I was
Yes,
hoping he'd
all
be
that.
like,
That was the thing is
but-
that was his power was not the fact that he could still hold Mjolnir, but his power was in that hope of maybe I can. Because somebody who was
agree
really
to
depressed,
disagree. He could hold me on. As soon as Cap's like, I got this, and I can throw a shield, and I'm a military
Okay,
genius.
his
Like, we don't
literal
need
power.
Thor.
His literal power was in holding Mjolnir, but if he had never taken that chance to be vulnerable and reach out and say, "Do I still have the power? Am I still worthy?" And he wouldn't have been able to weld the hammer in the first place.
Weld it.
Wield it.
I like the idea of him welding
Welding
one.
it.
Just like making his own.
Wield it.
He kind of did though. In
Yeah,
Infinity War,
he
he went back and
did.
helped the.
He
like
did.
he freaking blasted a star.
Yep.
Just like. Ugh. That scene
Just
was
him
pretty
growing
awesome.
up as this like entitled prince, basically,
right.
and that's his whole arc. I just think it's in the MCU. I'm talking just in the movies. It was a great character. I really liked it.
Oh man, what are some other? Mel, have you
missed
found
a
any
lot.
cool questions yet, or?
I like, are there any superheroes that deal with depression in a good way?
Ooh, they actually. It feels like it's common where they don't. They just
Jessica
like they
Jones
go through like
does
the.
not deal with it
yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah,
She
or it
deals
just
with
feels
it.
a little bit like they go through the same, but a little bit of a predictable cycle.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like Jessica Jones
Yeah.
because she just like embraced it in a way.
Yeah.
It was like, screw it,
She's
this
just
is
like,
who I
this
am.
is who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely empowering as well.
have
I
to-
did, leading up to Infinity War, I did that thing where you watch every single film and webisode and TV series in chronological order of the universe, not when they
man.
came out. And so I did like a pretty deep dive into all of these because I even watched like the little webisodes that they put out in between certain things. It was pretty.
I did not want to watch 30 films leading up to Endgame, so
Oh, plus-
I focused on Winter Soldier, Civil War, and Infinity War. Those
Have
are
you
like my.
seen them all ever though? I mean,
Oh
all
yeah,
of
yeah,
them?
I've seen them all.
Okay.
Like one. I can't think if there was one I missed.
Did
Oh,
you
I didn't
watch-
see webisodes of some things.
Did you
or
watch
like
like
that.
Agent Carter?
No.
That was a good one too. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't
Good,
like
okay.
amazing.
I loved it. It was all right.
It happened.
Could skip it next time.
I watched it.
I gave it a chance.
Yeah. Oh, season 3 of Jessica Jones. Yeah, I want to see that
I
too.
haven't seen season 2 yet. I like season 1. I like that too with her. Her villain was totally different than
Yeah.
she was. Like, it wasn't like Iron Man versus Ironmonger or
Right.
Cap versus Winter Soldier, which is still my favorite movie, but it was like two similar,
Right.
things. Like to have
Powerhouses.
someone who's physically strong fight
Yeah.
against someone who can mind control. That's what I liked about, to always bring it back to X-Men. Magneto and
X-Men.
Xavier, totally
Yes.
different skill sets,
just-
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
when it's so compelling to me. It's not like sword guy versus sword guy, and who's the best sword fighter?
guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. That's cool to a point,
Yeah.
I guess that's the whole premise of John Wick movies is who's the better at killing other people.
Someone wants to know about your shirt. What is it?
Oh.
It's good. What is it?
It's Sally
nice.
Soda. It's my side thing I've been doing since college. And
Like
Ian McDonald did the art, one of
Nice.
our sideshow artists. He does a lot of the prints for the print program.
Where can they follow this?
Oh, I'm really bad at social media. Anything. We have a Facebook page and an Instagram and stuff,
it's
and on
called?
the Facebook page, Satellite Soda. So on the Facebook page, we actually have a link to a store to buy shirts and stuff and stickers and random weird
I think
things.
if Joe or Melanie can find it, you guys can drop it in the chat. And then
Oh, thanks.
That's
I
what you
didn't.
play.
I just like. I'm a black T-shirt guy, so just I have I don't really
just
plan
happen
what I
to
wear.
wear this today,
I'm a
like,
cartoon
oh.
character. I mean, last time I think I wore like my it was Game of Thrones related, so I wore my
your.
sigil for my brother I
Yes.
made. They're all black T-shirts though. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, talking about Swamp Thing.
I want to see Swamp Thing. It's super sad that got canceled, but at least it wasn't because it was bad. It was just because of some
Yeah.
tax promise that didn't happen.
Michael says HBO is reportedly in talks to possibly pick it up on HBO. That'd be
I don't know how it would
interesting.
work though. I mean, like I guess that they're funding it, but it just seems like DC's putting all their stuff on, DC
Yeah.
streaming. Like Young Justice was supposed to be on, or season 3 Young
Yeah.
Justice was supposed to be on Netflix, and like let's carry it over to our platform. Yeah, Swamp Thing looked great. I had a bunch of friends work on the suit for him.
Yeah.
A lot of prosthetic people.
Nice.
It was a great design.
Brad Miller, I need to know if it's an African or a European swallow, so I can answer that question for you.
Oh, bird.
Bird! Good Lord. All right, now that Endgame has come and gone, what is our opinion on the future of the Avengers? Where can they go from here?
One of my favorite things in the comics is when they pass on the torch
Yeah.
of characters. To me, that's kind of like the character should be more about the specific person, more of like an ideal. Like I
Right.
loved it personally, and I wish they didn't undo this, but I liked it in Civil War comic when
Yeah.
Spider-Man revealed he was Peter Parker, and I liked the idea of a world where everyone knew who Peter Parker was.
Right.
And then they undid it, which is a bit of a bummer. But I like that Cap is passed on his shield in the comics. I like that they did that in the movies. I hope they continue like who could be the next Iron Man-like character. It doesn't have to be Iron Man. It could be another person just like fills in that void. So I hope they evolve it.
Do you think by showing that boy that was in Iron Man, which one was it?
3?
2? 3? Are they like setting him up?
I don't know. I don't think they have to be that specific.
I think it's going to be his
His daughter?
Because
She
smart.
already- and
You
she-
have to have
yeah.
someone has to be
Or-
And they set up that she's
Cherie.
like in the garage and she found it.
Hashtag Cherie. I want her. She's like super genius. Black Panther has
She's
already made a bunch of
awesome.
cool stuff. Just give her a cool suit and make her own
That
thing,
would be
you know?
really sweet.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That's my vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And plus, I like when it feels like a natural evolution, not like, oh, we need to change this and change this just cause. You know? Like, I like
Yeah.
when it feels like there are other characters that build up and fill up, certain voids. I like that. I feel like they set a lot of those things up in a healthy way.
Yeah.
I like that Thor's still around, yet Cap and Iron Man had their send-offs.
Yeah.
And Thor is now part. I like when things shake up. It's not the same. Like, oh,
So
how
do
do we
you
bring
think
it back?
we're gonna do like another Guardians movie with Thor actively?
Well,
Like,
I think they announced it, didn't
He's
they?
on the ship, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So like, but are they gonna stick with that? Like he's.
Oh, they have to.
Or they're gonna
They
be like,
have.
"Oh,
They saw
he
what he
bailed."
did in Infinity War, and they saw what
They're basically
the Chris's.
When Infinity War happened and then Ragnarok, you saw like, oh wait, he's a comedic actor. He works well in the space stuff. We're throwing him in space.
You got those backwards. When Ragnarok happened, then Infinity War. Get out of here, God.
Ragnarok was
Jeez.
great. Was such a great like breath of fresh air for that whole.
A lot of people
Series.
hate
I
Ragnarok.
still
Loved it.
I have a love dislove relationship with it. I love that it was a great movie, and to me it was like my He-Man movie. I never
Yeah.
got, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I want like a Game of Thrones serious like dark fantasy Thor world, and that's where like
Yeah.
Dark World started going there for
Yeah.
me. But then they brought in like way too much human element, like the weather vane throw at the end was like
Yeah.
really lame. But like
okay.
I loved that movie still. I think it's a super underrated one. I want like a Game of Thrones dark fantasy Thor universe
That would
movie.
be cool.
That'd be super cool. And treat them different. I think you can have 2 different Thors. Like
Totally.
I think DC does it really good with like different Batmans.
Yeah.
Like that. This is this Batman
Well,
with
they're
this
gonna have-
vision. This is this Batman with this
Do you
vision.
think they'll
How many
do that kind of
Jokers they got
thing?
going right now?
Yeah.
Yes. Like, do you think they'll do that? MCU will do. I mean, Marvel will do that moving forward, where they don't have this continuity
I think
from
they're
movie to
they're gonna
movie?
experiment with. They announced like the What If series.
Yeah.
So I hope that that's where they start to experiment with like the what could be's. And
Yeah.
then you can still have your canon, and then you can
Yeah.
have your offshoot stand. Like I think it would be why not have one
Yeah.
awesome director or one awesome visionary make a standalone film
Yeah.
or a 3-piece movie set, and then it's nice and digestible for viewers to have something that they don't have to go back and rewatch like
You don't have
80
to
million
spend
movies.
10 years on
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
story, right?
What do we do in our spare time when we're not working on Sideshow stuff?
getting caught up on my
Is there?
What? I do my own, I do a lot of ZBrush, so I do a lot of digital sculpting in my own art. I write my own fan fiction, like
Nice.
how this could have gone if this thing changed, kind of a deal.
Fan fiction for.
Anything I'm really
of
into.
Thrones?
So like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I'm actually rewriting Game of Thrones. Not rewriting, because
I
a
would
lot
really
of the
like
bones
us
are
to
great.
do a drunk history style reenactment of some of your fan fiction. You could narrate it. We could get different people to act it out.
So let's do it.
Sold.
I've read a lot of it. It's Twilight fanfic. It's
Nice.
It's good. Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
really good.
is
It
it
gets really
slash
weird.
fanfic?
It's really good.
Do you actually post the fanfic, or is it just for you?
Please
I'm
say yes.
writing it for me, but I mean, I could one day. You know, I don't know. I just want, as a creative, when you see something, because I know how hard it is to make a statue. Like like
Yes.
Thor, Breaker of Brimstone. We had a million discussions about the base size orientation of Surtur's head and lava and all that stuff. And like, is Thor looking down? Or they making eye contact? Blah, blah, blah. Like, how hard it was to make one statue. I know.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how infinitely impossible it is to make good long-running television shows, standalone movies, or anything like that. So I
Right.
never approach it like, I could have done it better. It's more like I'm inspired, and I'm
Yes.
just like, I have all these ideas going in my head. I'm like, I just want to like
You
get them
wanna
out.
do
So
that.
it's
And where
more
you
like-
have full control.
yeah,
And you don't have to have-
answer anyone, you know.
Yeah,
And
it's
who
nice.
knows? Maybe one day, you know, they're like, oh, Dave Igo has good ideas.
Yeah.
See what he wants to do.
Let's have the
Sweet,
Dave Igo
yeah.
collection.
Yeah.
Anything goes.
Yeah, because like I love that they finally, like, not saying you have to kill a character to make something meaningful, but like the thing that got me with Game of Thrones, like end of season 1, like Ned Stark, are like, oh, this is
Yeah,
real.
now anything can happen.
Yeah, like in
to
the Marvel
anyone.
films, my biggest thing was like, it felt like everyone was safe for a long time.
Then where
Even
are
though
the
they
stakes? Yeah.
they did a really good job though with like Civil War with making it feel like there's heavy stakes, even though no one like died in it.
Yeah.
But it's like you could have maybe like killed Thor in Age of Ultron and brought him back as a clone
Yeah.
in Civil War like they did in the comics, and then that's the setup for Ragnarok
Right.
because he's not worthy because he's a clone or something. Like just it felt like there would have
Yeah.
been like ways to do that stuff. But I'm glad we finally got some meaningful deaths.
The question is, why can't more fans just do their own fan fiction stuff instead of complain so much about what
Yeah.
could happen? It's
I
a
understand
great
how they,
idea.
like, you know, because I
Yes.
always tell friends that like don't work in this, even some that work in this industry, when they get like all up in arms about like they should have, it's like, dude, when you're making anything and you're like in the trenches and you have
Yeah.
to make decisions on the fly and you don't know how many outside, you know, things you have to respond to, whether
Yeah.
it's a licensor or the business person or
Right.
business person A, B, C, D,
a lot of
E, F,
people
G.
have to approve.
Yeah, and sometimes you just like when you mix all the pretty colors, you get brown, you know, which is unfortunate. And sometimes you just get the one person in control that just, my daughter thinks this, and you're just like, not saying I've had to deal with that, but like
okay.
it's you read stories. It's like if you get
I'll tell my
anything,
daughter to butt out. Sorry.
if you get anything decent that's not horrible, it's a miracle.
Yeah.
You know, if you get something great,
Designed by
then it's
committee is
beyond a miracle.
Yeah.
You know, I think just people need to learn to like acknowledge what they like and don't like for whatever reasons. And yeah, it's unfortunate we get bombs, you know, but I still
Yeah.
have like Days of Future Past is my final X-Men movie.
Nice.
Besides Logan. Logan and Days of Future Past are my two send-offs.
Well, there's
Days
a
of Future
question.
Past.
If you had to throw one Keanu Reeves character off the cliff for the Soul Stone and erase the corresponding film from history,
Speed.
who goes?
Well, Han,
Bye.
but the Soul Stone has to be something, you have to sacrifice something you love.
Oh, you're right.
So it's just, what movie would we lose? Like, what's your most meaningful Keanu Reeves movie? Mine would have to be John Wick 1, I think. It would be, no, The Matrix. Shit.
Oh.
I have to lose The Matrix?
Yeah.
For who? To save the universe? Maybe not worth it.
Can we throw away the Keanu Reeves from The Matrix 3?
Yeah, maybe Thanos just does this and we roll the dice.
Yeah.
You know?
Like if we throw away the third Matrix movie, can we still keep the character from the
No, it
first
has to be
two?
the whole trilogy.
Ah.
Yeah. You like the second
Good
one
question.
too? The second one had really cool parts in it.
It
Wasn't
had cool parts. It just
was
all you need is
unfortunate.
the first one.
fan fiction.
The first one's all you need.
Yeah.
Fan fiction. Yeah.
He flies at the end. That blew my mind. Remember, I think I was in junior high. What year did that come out? Was that 98?
97, 98, yeah.
Yeah, I was in junior high when that came out. And that like blew my mind. Like, oh, that movie's so
I was
good.
married and a mom.
You're
I'm
married
so
and a mom?
old.
You're not that old.
I am.
You could be.
My
You're
kids-
from a commune. You could be married and a mom.
That's true. I was in junior high also.
And who are the other wives in this equation? Martha, Millie. No, I'm kidding. It's got weird. weird.
It got weird. Let's look for another question.
Yeah, so The Matrix, unfortunately, would be mine because
Yeah.
that's my favorite Keanu Reeves movie.
Yeah.
With John Wick 1 is a close second.
Yeah.
Super close second. Super close.
What has been the highlight of your career since you started working here? What moment stands out the most?
For you?
Meeting you.
Oh. For me, a meaningful moment for me, I mean, I don't know if there's like one single, like, oh yeah, that one thing, but,
Yeah.
you know, one is I've gotten to work with like a lot of great people and help give certain people like freelance jobs and
Yeah.
even hire a couple people on, which has been really cool when you can affect someone's life in a positive way.
Yeah.
But my favorite, like artistically, was the moment when they told me like, hey, you can design some He-Man, Thundercats, and Voltron and Ninja Turtles action. I was like,
Okay.
because I'm an 80s kid.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the best for me.
Yeah.
Maybe if one day, you know, Marvel is cool with us making a Michael Fassbender Magneto, that'd be
Are you into that character?
a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
guy
cool.
crush.
Nice. Nice. That's a thing. Who from Sideshow is most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, Jesse Lincoln, easy.
Jesse.
1000%, yeah.
Jesse. We
Yeah.
need to get him on the show.
He was the first one when I first started working here. I was going to a Halloween party that was like you're either a zombie or a survivor.
Okay.
So all the survivors like dress all post-apocalyptic. So I was
Yeah.
working my costume. Jesse's like, no, you're doing it wrong. You have too much.
pulls stuff out
you
of
have
his pocket.
you have
It's
too
ready
much
to go.
stuff on you. The zombies could like grab onto your shoulder pads. He's like, you just got to go naked and just oiled, and then they can't grab onto anything. And I was like. I can't go like that, but you make a great point, sir.
Wow.
You can't argue that. Like, you just gotta,
Wow.
like, be like a bar of soap they can't grab, you know?
Yes.
Shave your head, shave everything, just grease up.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So Jesse Lincoln, 1000%. I like that you, you knew too.
Yes, you guys both Jesse.
Answer, yeah.
We should have Jesse on to talk about zombie apocalypse and
survival skills.
he's also,
yes.
I didn't know he was into it, but he like read all the Walking Dead comics since like day one. He didn't jump on like later. He was
I
like,
bet we could convince him to come on if we tell him it's because we're going to talk about zombie
Oh,
apocalypse
1000, yeah.
survival.
dude, you
Don't
should.
convince him.
Well, I'll do it.
He'll be into it.
No, he'll do it.
We'll go visit him right after this.
Yeah. Let's just make everyone
Come on.
let's just give everyone his
Yeah.
all right,
Let's
if Jesse
get out his
doesn't go
email
on, we'll
address.
put his we'll put his email address out there on the web for everyone to email him. If he doesn't come on, we'll threaten it.
Zombie apocalypse related questions too.
Yeah. That's a good question. So far my favorite questions are that one, the John Wick Soulstone one I thought was really, or the Keanu Reeves Soulstone one I thought was
Yeah.
really creative and
Yeah.
made me really think hard.
Yeah.
And I went to a dark
Those are
place.
some good ones. Yeah.
A world without the Matrix is
Yeah.
horrible to me. It's one of my favorite movies ever.
Okay.
What's your favorite movie ever?
Ever?
Or what's up there? What's like one of your like, oh god, The Matrix,
Okay.
Speed Racer.
I'm super
Braveheart.
into Princess Bride just because
Good one.
I was in high school when that came out and watched that during the summer every single day on VHS before I would go to work or start my day or whatever. I'd pop that in while I'm getting ready and watch that movie.
You had electricity on the commune?
I did. Yeah. The generator that was to power the rest of the...
Hurry! I can watch 5 seconds.
I lived in the commune until I was like 9. And then after that I lived like a normal
This is gonna be a
human.
thing now.
It is.
Sorry.
It is.
That's great. I'm glad you can talk about it. A lot of people get like weird about their past.
I mean, I was a kid
No such
until I was
thing.
9. So for me, it was like the greatest experience ever. It was like a free
Did you
for
say
all.
you were a
running-
kid till you were 9?
No, I was there as a kid until I was 9, and then I was an adult because I had to get
Once
married. I had
became
responsibilities.
9, I was an adult. I was
had to be a
married.
My mom's gonna be watching this, going, "Great."
Princess Bride was
Thanks.
one as a kid. I didn't get it. I was like, this is okay. I like the rat, the giant,
Yeah.
the rat of ridiculous size or whatever it's called. ROTUS. Was that rat?
Rodents of unusual size.
There we go.
ROUSs.
ROUSs. Yeah. There, see?
I was so patient.
I didn't get it as a kid. I didn't get the humor, but then when I saw it in college, I was like, what have I been missing out
Yes.
my whole life? I
So
loved
good.
it. Yeah.
And Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Just watched that
Same.
again recently.
And then someone quoted it. Yes.
So good.
I remember my mom sat us down. I'm the oldest of 4. So myself and my one younger brother, like, we're going to watch this movie. And we put it in, like, oh, it's an old movie. Why do we have to watch this dumb old movie? And by the time we get to the end, like, can we start from the beginning again? And then we were obsessed with that movie, and our whole family would constantly quote it, and it was a thing.
Why was it just you? And
The other ones were too young to, like, sit.
Oh, Matt Wessel's in there. I went to college with Matt.
Did you?
Yeah, we went to art school together.
Tell stories about him.
So we're both animation majors, actually.
Nice.
And
What school did you go
Remember,
to?
Dave, that goes both ways. Matt
That's true. He's
Yeah.
free for all in the chat. He can say whatever he
Yeah, I
wants.
don't care. But
What school did you go to?
I don't want to like.
Oh, okay.
I had kind of a
An
falling
animation
out with
school.
the school.
Okay.
We went to school together. It was great. Both aspiring artists, obviously. But
Yeah.
I remember, so Matt was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be out there for Disneyland." He comes to Disneyland like once a
Yeah.
year with his whole family's like, he's never been to Sideshow. I'm like, dude, come on out. So he brought his daughter, and I didn't know, but at the time, like I didn't know this till he was coming through. But at the time, we didn't announce cable yet. But
Okay.
we were working on cable in the paint shop. He's like, "Oh my god, cable!" So we weren't sure if we are gonna do one thing with the paint. He could probably comment on what it was. I forgot if it was like, do we want it like red with a black X or something for like a
Right.
buckle? And Bernie, who was painting it, was like asking me, and I'm like, Matt, you're art director for this one decision. Go for
Go.
it. So he's just like, yeah,
So
it
he
should be
has his own
this.
stamp on this.
Yeah, a little bit of a stamp. A little,
Nice.
had a involvement in cable. Thank you, Matt.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Matt says, I have stories. Chipotle
Oh,
and AV Lab.
I was, I got in trouble a lot.
Shocking.
Yeah.
He got in trouble a lot.
So actually, the school we went to, this is why I don't want to like say where it was because it's like
Okay.
really bad. So they moved locations, and the original location, the animation department had its own building, so we had our own keys
Okay.
because we had to go in there and like as an animator, you're working like through the night on like a bazillion drawings to make something come to life, right?
Okay, yep.
So we could go in there at any time we wanted to and just work. And then when we moved to this other location, this school, like the whole school was in one thing, and they're like, "Oh, school closes at 10." And I'm like,
need
animators,
to work.
we need
You
like
guys
I
work
need
all
it.
night
Yeah, I don't
long,
have
yeah.
this. Like you can go home and draw. I can't really. We could go home and animate, but like all the equipment was there, the
Right, you need the
lunchbox,
light
the
table,
table, yeah, everything. So I actually broke into the school one night to do my homework. Like actually,
What
I
a
left one
nerd
of the things.
criminal.
Yeah. To get my books. And they actually caught me, and then they threatened to like sue me and call the police on me if I did it again. So I'm like, for trying to do my homework. So that's why like I had a huge falling out with this school. It was like not cool. Yeah, it was a different owner and everything back then. It's like changed, but still just like
Oh my God. He said
weird
the
things.
ankles.
the ankles. I don't know what the ankles.
Matt thinks you might.
Matt, we'll have to talk. All right, enough about Matt. He's got enough screen time. What are more good questions?
Nice.
Jeremy wants to know, I go, conditioner separate or shampoo conditioner in one?
I do them separate. I'm not sure if there is a pro or a con to it,
Can you
but
tell? It's conditioned beautifully.
I'm gonna cut my hair real soon. Like I do this thing. I never have like
Really?
some people you meet. They always have the same look and they
Yeah.
kind of change. I'm always like short hair, let grow out for 2 years
Yeah.
with a beard, shave the beard, go with like trucker handler
drastic.
mustache,
I'm
whatever.
about
I just
drastic change too. Blue.
just do
brown,
it. Yeah, I forgot.
red.
Yeah. So yeah, shampoo and conditioner separate.
Yes.
Robin loves it when I talk. Am I allowed? Yeah, she's on the show. Robin loves it when I talk about my hygiene on here. It's her favorite thing. Actually, like my beard is now long enough where like I
Yeah.
can't just use like regular soap. I'm like probably gonna
You
have to start.
There's like a
putting
thing I saw
stuff
that's like
in
a,
it.
a brush that has steam in it that heats up, and it's just for your beard, and then you pull it through, and it like straightens it and
I don't know
like,
if
smooths it. I'll get you one.
I was like, I had a friend in high school who had curly hair, and he
Yeah.
always had it really long. And one day he ironed it, and so he showed up to it was straight, and he looked like it was very bizarre.
Wow.
So I don't want that to be my face.
Wow. Oh, he says cables ankles.
Oh, Cable's ankles.
Yes.
Yeah, someone with I forgot what it was. I think it was like,
Yes.
do we want to go like red or black here or whatever? And it was
Yes.
kind of one of those like minutiae things. But Matt
Yeah.
had a very passionate point of view on it. I'm like, cool, let's do that.
Yeah, nice.
Let's do it.
If you were an extra in a movie and your choices were a stormtrooper or a red shirt in Star Trek, what would you pick?
I think red shirt in Star Trek would be cooler. I don't know, like Stormtrooper's like you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on
But
what.
you might not die. You'll just shoot terribly.
Maybe if you're
That's
actually,
true.
maybe they mean if you're actually in the movie, like you're not. It's not like you're playing an extra, but that you are that character. So like you're gonna probably die. Which
So-
way would you rather die?
I loved what JJ did with like the Star Trek reboot. Like
Yeah.
that was I never liked. I mean, I liked Next Generation. I thought was
Right.
cool. I watched that in high school, but I wasn't like an avid Star Trek person
Right.
at all. I was more of a Star Wars kid,
Totally.
and even then, I wasn't like a Star Wars. I was an '80s cartoon and comics
Oh,
kid.
gotcha.
So when the 2009 movie came out, it just like blew my mind. I think that's in my top 20
That's good.
movies of all time, actually. So if it was in that universe, I'd want to do it just because it's like a passion thing for me. Plus,
Yeah.
Carl Urban is the Doctor is like one of the best things ever. Like that cast is just like immaculate. I love the second one. I love the third one. I love all those movies. But the
Nice.
first one's like money.
Money.
What about you? What would you be? Stormtrooper?
I'd be a stormtrooper. He's so short though.
You could be a different kind. Would you be?
Around.
So we joke about this.
Yes.
I think my favorite looking trooper is a snow trooper by design. Like I love them.
They're
But we
pretty cool.
we were talking about like how do people get assigned these things? Because no one wants to be a snow trooper. Probably like you have to wear heavy armor and be in the cold.
And run in the snow.
Yeah. So do they have like a line of people like stormtrooper, snow trooper? You're like no. They're like pull up, then just throw you kick in the snow. Dang.
Like, do you think that's a
Or is it
demotion
like-
from?
Or is it like
Okay,
the
wait.
Night's Watch, where like they're just up there and they just start reading off names? If you're like a
True.
builder or a ranger, and you're just like,
There's-
please be a ranger,
Well, we
please
need
be
to
a
dive
stormtrooper.
deeper into this question because are you
Scuba trooper?
saying that a snowtrooper would be like a demotion from a regular stormtrooper? So that means
It
they have to be
depends.
so bad at being a stormtrooper.
Not bad. You just have to weather the cold weather. You have to-
You just have to be sturdy.
or it'd probably be worse to be like a sand trooper. You have to be like in the hot
In the
sun with that thing.
Yeah, I guess I'd rather if you had a choice between a sand trooper and a
Are they air
snow
cooled?
trooper.
Huh?
Is the armored air cooled?
Dude, it would. That would not. Oh, I wonder if they punish people by making them a black hole trooper and then send them to go talk to sand troopers. You're like in that black armor, like, hey, go. We need you to go to, you know, Taboo or Tatooine, which is tabooed. That's what I was saying. I'm correct. In
Ooh, we got a good
all my
question for
things.
you.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give this question to you.
Oh,
If the
no.
characters in the Game of Thrones had access to the Infinity Stones, who would win the throne?
Wait, so like, who would get all the stones and like?
So
Then
here's
just,
the
like,
question: do they all have equal access to these Infinity
Or is it
Stones?
like each house is responsible?
For a stone?
There's 7 kingdoms and 6 stones, so maybe that would be a cool mashup time. I love mashups. Mashups are my favorite. Now I got to think about this. Which house would have
Okay,
which
Mad
ones?
291. Come back in a couple months. He's
Yeah.
gonna have some fan fiction for
Think
you.
about it. Think about it. Yeah, because I forget what all the stones even are. There's time, souls.
Clones don't have a choice and they don't care.
They could care.
They
I
might
think that
care.
they established in Clone Wars they have feelings.
They're like individual
But are
people.
stormtroopers clones at that point?
Oh, I guess it
Oh,
depends.
it
By the time
depends.
they get the stormtroopers, they're just throwing anybody.
Yeah, they're people. But even then, they established in the Clone Wars that
Yeah.
clones have very unique
Like
personalities.
they're
They
a
shave their
clone.
heads, color their
Yeah.
beards,
They
facial
they're
tattoos.
genetically identical, but it doesn't mean they don't actually have
Yeah.
feelings.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on nature versus nurture.
Wow, this is gonna get real deep. So let's continue
Let's
this
talk.
discussion about all these things.
Force troopers, and death troopers tie.
What's a force trooper look like? Can't think of them. There's so many troopers.
I
Like I
know.
really liked when I was doing some research at one point in time, the 2D Clone Wars. I like the
Yeah.
scuba troopers. They had scuba troopers. They had space troopers.
Yeah.
They were all super cool.
All kind of troopers.
I like the shore troopers in Rogue One.
Those were
cool.
those are really cool looking. Even the tank trooper guys had like really cool looking helmets. I love like I don't have the space. My girlfriend would kill me if I started collecting trooper helmets.
He clarified. The stones are just in the world at the start of the story.
Mm.
So who is going to collect them all and use
Oh,
them? Like,
Euron. Yeah. I think he'd be like his. That's one thing that was really disappointing in the show was how they established Euron because he was like a world. He went out there and collected things.
Yeah.
And in the book, he actually got a horn. And Samuel's gonna probably like try. I forget what the horn was called. Was it Dragonbinder? Remember? Dragonbinder, the horn. Yeah. So he got like. In the book, he was obsessed. He heard there's dragons. He's like, I gotta own and control these dragons. So in the book,
Yeah.
book version of Euron would definitely be the guy that would collect all the stones. I think.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or Bronn. I like the idea of Bronn because he could be like, how much are these worth?
Yes.
Oh, Game of Thrones characters that would collect the Infinity Stone?
Yeah.
If the Infinity Stones existed,
If they were
in
just
there,
out
who would
in the
go get
world at
them?
the beginning of the story, who would collect? Who would like find out about them, get
Euron.
them, collect them, and use them?
1000%. Not changing my vote. Even though I didn't like Euron in the show. Although, I get a lot of like people think I look like Euron from the show.
Someone thinks Littlefinger would get them all.
Ooh, that's a good one
he's
too. Ooh, would
crafty.
be Littlefinger versus Euron. That's a good one.
Littlefinger would have some, but he would get them taken away from him, like really fast.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like this though. I like
There's
this
some fun
universe
questions
thing.
in here. Would you rather
That's a
have
good one, too.
superpowers
That's a
or
third
be
one.
Jedi?
Superpowers be a Jedi? I don't know, man.
Superpowers.
Jedi is superpowers. Like what? Like I could choose whatever.
Yeah.
Jedi can't fly, right? I'd want to fly. Flying would be the coolest.
I mean,
You can do basically
No.
anything with the Force.
Yeah.
Like, if you have an imagination, you can do whatever you want. And
Wow,
like-
it's got meta. It's like a Green Lantern
yes, it's true.
car.
Who would win in a race? A scared R2-D2 or BB-8?
Oh, BB-8 I think would
BB-8,
win it.
just
Although
leave him
it
in the
depends
dust.
where the race is because R2 can now fly. He has
Oh,
rockets
yeah.
if they have to go over like a little
That's
thing.
true.
You just fly over it.
That's true. Scout Troopers is Matt's favorite trooper.
Matt. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah,
That guy you know.
sweet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool ones. I like the Scout Troopers from Rogue. There's one guy from Rogue One who's like in the band of good guy extremists.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Rogue One's my favorite Star Wars film. I know it should be Empire, and Empire is great, but like Rogue One to me,
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater. I didn't see Empire in the theater, and it actually like was a great standalone movie.
Yeah.
And I loved in the good guy extremist. There's a dude that had a biker scout helmet that was black, but he had like a leather jacket, and he looked so
cool.
They had so many cool looking characters that should have been like
They did.
main standing characters. Like there's
Instead
a
of just these.
big white furry dude with like a gas mask and a gun.
Yeah.
It's like Wampa and Chewbacca
Yeah.
had a child. You know, I think it was awesome. They didn't use it for anything. It was
I
background.
didn't use it again.
Want him again?
Maybe he'll come back somehow.
Hope so. That race is making the mainstay.
Here's a question. Goonies versus the Monster Squad. Who comes out on top? I've never seen Monster Squad.
Monster Squad's so good. So good.
Those are both.
When
I think I like the ensemble of the kids and Goonies more.
we watch that every year at my house. I love it.
It's kind of hard to beat that ensemble. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Monster Squad had really cool.
You can't diss the Goonies because that's
They're the
classic for a
Goonies.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster
So
Squad's really good.
I would love mashup time. I would
If
love
they come back in 2 months, he's gonna
the
have fanfic
Goonies
for you.
against the Monsters from Monster Squad. Would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
I said that even though I've never seen Monster Squad. Did you like that?
But I mean, you get the idea. There's like a Dracula,
Yeah.
a Wolfman,
Monsters.
a creature from the
All that.
lagoon
Hashtag all
thing,
clones
a
matter.
mummy. All clones matter.
Nice. Night King would have done the first snap. Raul says. Raul Garcia. He
The
thinks
first
Night-
snap?
He thinks Night King would have come out on top.
How? He would have been
He would've
stuck
been-
up north of the wall. He would have a stone.
Jason
Yeah.
also points out that only the stones exist, not the gauntlet.
Oh.
Oh, so who would make a magical thing to, whatever? See, I think, yeah, I don't know. We'd have to figure it out. Maybe there is a gauntlet.
Who there would it be? What's his name?
Seriously,
It would have to be a Valyrian
Oh.
steel gauntlet.
Yeah.
You like that? I think that's what it'd have to be.
Yeah.
Never figured. This is fun.
This is a good
See, isn't this
question.
great?
Uh-huh.
You just start going, oh my god, and what if, and then, and what if, and then, and then, and then, and what if?
Goonies
Like-
versus the kids from Sandlot. Kids from Sandlot would kick their butts. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they have to.
Those are scrappy.
First of
We
all, they
also
have,
watch that every
they're
year.
scrappy and they have bats.
Yes.
Like, that's not. I like this kids
gosh.
versus kids though. Although,
yeah, like why are we having kid
like Stranger
riots?
Things kids, I think would win.
Everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Despite like the Sandlot kids, I think could physically win in a fight. I think the
Yeah.
Stranger Things kids have seen some really
They've
messed
been
up
through
stuff.
some
They've been
They've
through
been
some. They'd be
through.
like, yeah, we beat a Demogorgon.
Yes.
You know? They'd be like, shit. And then what was it called in the second like the second series, like all the smaller ones? Were they still Demogorgons?
weren't they Diddy dogs or something?
Yeah, I didn't know if they had like different names. I'm so excited for season 3. Oh my god. Have you seen this show? Or is that another show you haven't seen?
Which one?
Stranger Things.
I saw season 1. I haven't caught up. I know. I loved season 1. I thought it was great.
Season
I
2
just have
has
such
my
a long
favorite
list.
David Harbour moments. It's like so good. You have to watch it.
Oh, okay,
You have to
I
watch
will.
it.
I mean, it's on my list. I really want to watch it. I just haven't.
Log out right now.
Okay,
Go home.
everyone.
Watch Stranger
You
Things.
continue the show. I'm going to be watching
Yeah.
Stranger Things. It's fine.
This would go
We'll
off
do a
the
reaction
rails
video
so quick.
of
Yeah.
just me watching Stranger Things. Okay, Andrew wants to know if the characters of the 4 figures came together to make a weapon, what would it be?
I don't know, man. You got technology. He can make handles really good, and he would just use it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it'd be some
Yeah,
technological.
he wouldn't make anything. He'd be like,
thing.
"You guys create it. I'm gonna use it to."
Yeah, I think that's how it
destroy.
would go, and I don't know what it is. It'd probably be.
It would have
they
some kind
guns,
of biological component.
Ooh,
and a
it
tech
could be like a
component.
new weird like energy sword
Some
kind of thing. He makes
biotech.
the handle.
Yep.
That is the only thing that can handle whatever the thing
Yeah.
is that makes
and
the
he's
thing.
got the arc
thing.
power.
Yeah, like this. So that's
Yeah.
what would happen. It's like when you mix baking soda and vinegar,
Yes,
baking soda vinegar for a
science.
thing, and he makes the volcano, and then
Yes.
he wields it. That's my
Such
metaphor. I don't know
science.
what it would be though. It'd be something like a gun sword thing.
We got a disagreement. Sandlot kids would spend all day trying to figure out how to beat the Goonies long after the Goonies had already beat their asses with pirate gear. I don't know. Those guys can put together something with what are those called? That you can, not the Legos, but you can build them with the.
Connect?
Nope, they were metal. They're older. and you could like build stuff with it. And they used it to try to get into the Beast's backyard with like a little remote control thing. Somebody was talking-
Constructs?
Yeah, was that what they were
Was
called?
that plastic?
Connects? Something like that. Yeah, it was metal. It was old. Cool. Oh my gosh, so many verses.
Lord of the Fly situation? Who would... If Sideshow staff had their own Lord of the Fly situation, who would come on top? Does that mean, first of all, no adults? Because that would eliminate
All
all of us.
No,
Or
meaning
just the ones
no
that act
rules.
like adults.
Like basically no holds barred, no rules. Who's gonna win?
Deserted island.
Yeah.
Oh, well...
I mean, I'm
Right
pretty
away,
conniving and
if some people
scrappy,
snap,
so-
I think there's some people, like, it depends if you're thinking of, like, I forgot how Lord of the Flies, like,
It's
ended.
part manipulation and part
Yeah.
just raw, like beating each
And-
other
yeah.
down. Like so, like I think I could hang in there for a while because I'm scrappy and I'm a Slytherin, so I'm manipulative. But
I'm
I
not
think
scrappy
I'd be taken
at
down
all.
because
I would
I'm
join
small.
forces with the strongest person right away. Like, I will
Let's
make you
team up.
laugh. Yeah, I'll make you laugh. I will draw you a picture. I'll draw your D&D character.
On the island, there's nothing.
I can't fight. Yeah, I'm a pacifist. I'll
Actually,
just
both of our
laugh.
skill sets don't really translate on an island where we have no. I can't like
Don't
start a
depress
really
me.
great Instagram account.
I've already like I have my moments where like you're just sitting there, you're contemplating things, and it's like if
Yeah.
the apocalypse happened, I would be so worthless.
Yeah.
Like in so many ways.
Yeah.
I'm not like a mechanic
Yeah.
kind of handyman
Same.
person.
I freaking run social media. What am I gonna do?
I
in the
snore
apocalypse?
really loud, so at night I would
They'd
be like
find
they
you.
would find me.
You could hide all day. but
So
at night-
depressing.
Yeah.
Think of this. Like Walking Dead, I'd be like first episode dead.
Mm-hmm.
I just dead.
Yep.
I'd be the guy that wouldn't even survive. Like when Rick's asleep, he would wake up and I'd be dead. I'd be a zombie already. I'd be the first zombie you see.
You just die of natural
that'd be me.
causes on
Yeah.
the first
Yeah,
night.
it's the first night. That'd be
Oh
me.
my
Yeah, Lord of the Fly
God.
situation here would be unique. I think we have to. That would be a good one for us to work on, like as a company thing.
Yeah,
like
let's all have a battle. We should
yeah,
all start
that could-
working on
that
our
could
fighting
be-
skills.
our next yearbook thing. Could
Yeah.
be Lord of
We
the.
actually used to do that when other people were here. We played a game called Jugger where we used weapons and chains
Interesting.
against each other.
Ooh,
I'm sorry, what?
Andy Smith would win. Am I allowed to talk?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, that
Andy.
guy. Yeah,
Andy.
he is nice.
Uh-huh.
He
would
could
take
mess you
down.
out. He's like a, and then he knows all the fighting skills
Yeah.
ever.
Yep. Yeah.
He
I
would
think
win.
could.
I would follow Andy. Andy, I'm on your team.
Yep.
I'm on your team.
on your team.
Just thought about it. Someone's like, Tom would win. He could use a bow. I'm like, yeah, but he has one leg. I mean,
Yeah.
kick
Yeah,
him
but he
over.
could use it as a weapon.
Yeah. Oh, it would be.
It's like a secret weapon.
That would be bad.
Oh my
And I go back to my office and everything's in boxes. I'm like,
Desiree said, yeah.
Tom's like,
So how was the show?
Dave, it was real good having you. We gotta. Oh boy.
Desiree thinks Jesse or Tom would win. Sorry.
Jesse would be up there too.
Not Jeff, apparently.
No, no, no.
No.
Sorry, Jeff. You're out. Jeff
But
said.
if the Infinity Stones were sprinkled
Yes.
amongst Sideshow, who would get the who would wield
they
the
had a
gauntlet?
whole cool conversation about who's gonna win if these guys were battling.
Oh, it would come down to
A
these two, I
transformer
think.
dog, they said.
What the heck is the dog's name? The tape, the
Wait, say
sound
that one
wave,
more time.
sound
Oh,
waves.
Soundwaves. I don't remember.
What the heck is its name? If only we had someone that can do Googling. If only.
What is this Google you speak of?
Dang it! I can do
Never
this,
heard of
right?
it. Oh boy,
Dog
he's going rogue.
transformer. I'm off my tab.
Someone gave him the internet. What happened?
Wouldn't it just like be? Wouldn't he be the first one? Soundwave dog transformer. I hate that I don't know this. I should know this. I'm an '80s kid. I lose my '80s song, whatever. Has a pet. Laserbeak is the bird. I know that one. All right, keep talking.
Ravage.
Ravage. Who said that?
Jesse Hernandez.
Jesse Hernandez
And
wins.
Alex says Ravager is the tape.
Oh,
Not
Ravage.
Ravage.
Ravage. There we go.
Ravage.
We should put
Ravage,
all those
Ravage.
people into one thing too, so we could have like. I'm just kidding. That's not. They should get something though for knowing Ravage.
Well,
They can each get a
Jeff
high.
says no.
Okay, sorry. Dad
You guys,
says
I'll give
no.
you guys
no
Jeff's
fun.
email address.
Sorry
You can
guys,
tell
but
him.
you can all, if you find me at Comic-Con,
Yes.
I will high five you all so hard. Or a hug, whatever you want. High five, hug, whatever.
Really,
Shoulder,
Shoulder.
rub, whatever.
You're one of those people.
drink.
I don't shake. We tap elbows.
We tap up. Oh, you're a germaphobe?
No, I don't do that. But there's people I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Shake
I don't
mine.
shake you
Fist
really
bump
down.
one. Wait, no, other
Yeah.
hand. No, fist bump. Fist bump. No, other. If you go for a
messing
fist bump,
with
you don't
you.
do like the same. Let's show you mine. Snail.
Oh, nice.
You like that? My favorite thing when you find a germaphobe that hates shaking hands and going for fist bump, like
Yeah.
someone that works here,
Yeah.
I just do stick shift.
Stick shift.
It's the best.
You do that to cheat?
Nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Depends what day it is. I can tell. Like, ooh.
Oh
Some days
my
you just
gosh.
gotta not be you.
Yeah. I just don't go in for the fist bump. He's like, sup, bro? I'm like, sorry, I gotta go to the bathroom. I just run by him. If I know I can't.
Ravage is a panther, he said.
Oh, it's the tiger guy? Oh, it's a panther? It's not
Panther.
oh,
a
it
panther
is.
not a tiger guy. He's a panther.
No, but there's a transformer that's like an egg, but it's
Oh,
tiger
okay.
colored. It is a panther. Oh, fail. I have to give up my 80s kid card.
Wade Wilson wants to know, wouldn't John Wick have been a better movie if Wick died in the beginning and the puppy went on a murdering spree?
No, because then you get way less John Wick.
So you
But a
get a
murder-
whole lot more puppy.
That would-
Oh, your 80s card has been revoked, Igo.
I just said it like 3 times. I gave it away, but I'll earn it back later. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
That's true.
I'm working on some stuff right now. Earn it back.
I'm working on some stuff.
Yeah, I'll earn it
Oh,
back.
we gotta pick our winner.
Is it time?
Okay, what kind of yeah, we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
There were like, what, 4 questions that were good?
There was a bunch of good questions.
There were
None of them
great
were from
questions,
Chad.
but-
Chad's the worst.
Yeah, Chad. If any of these people are Chad, no. just
No.
Remove them, set that paper on fire. Get out of this thing. But outside, because we won't do it in the building.
Burn it
Well, not
in
here in
effigy.
California, because we're always on fire.
Yeah,
So
no.
if you could take it to the ocean,
Yes.
set on fire, and throw it out in the ocean real quick, that'd
We're
be great.
not very far.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's fine.
We had the Keanu Reeves Soul Stone
That's a
Yeah,
good one.
that's
question. We had the Who in the Office Would Survive
I like that one
the
too.
Apocalypse. We had
Oh.
the Game of Thrones Stones.
Mashup.
Mm-hmm.
That's my winner. Game of Thrones mashup.
Game
Of Thrones, Thanos, like Infinity Stones, because that got a lot of things going. I don't even know how to
Yeah.
answer it yet. I was like, you're on. Sounds like
Wasn't
Littlefinger. I'm
that?
like, dang. Whoever asked that one wins.
Mad.
It was Mad 291. Mad 291.
Did they win already? Something? Is there a name Chad?
But you know what? He has won something before, but it wasn't recently, so we're okay because it have to be like I
Cool.
think 30.
And
days.
this encourages it. You can win more than one. We're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not like
Congratulations, Matt.
Yeah, good job, Matt. Good mashup question.
Good
Another way to my
question.
heart.
Good question.
Yeah. That was a great
Christmas
one.
Story Ralphie versus Gary Coleman. Why Film Kid Fight Club? Why are we making
Ooh.
all these kids fight with
I
each other?
like this though. You know what? That's one thing I miss. Like in the '80s, you got like a lot of stuff that feels like it would be hard to make now. You know, just
Yeah.
like they're like we don't want to promote kid violence. I get it, but
Yes.
those are some of the best movies. You know,
Yes.
when the kids do questionable stuff.
Yeah.
I survived doing dumb stuff as a kid.
Heck yeah.
Mad 291 says his name is not Chad.
What's his name?
Nice.
Oh,
His name his name is not Chad.
Not Chad?
Yes.
Is that better or worse? What's your name? Chad. Not Chad.
Whoa. What's your name? Well, it's definitely not Chad.
Definitely not Chad.
His name's Travis with a CH.
Travis.
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 That was
Oh,
like
this is gonna be his first ever Hot Toys. It's a good one.
It's a
He's
good
very
one.
excited.
It's Keanu Reeves as John Wick from John Wick 2.
Yeah.
With all the
Okay, so-
accessories except a dog.
Okay, so not Chad. What you're going to need to do is you're going to email me, social@sideshow.com, and you're going to say your actual name and then your YouTube name and your address and your phone number, and just know that it's going to be put on a list. We don't actually have them in stock right now. As soon as they come in stock, we're going to ship it to you. So just be patient. But congrats.
And when you get it, you should go adopt a dog.
Yes, definitely.
That would be the ultimate. You just want a John Wick figure. If you can go
Do you know
adopt
what
a
we
dog.
did to
oh
give
my
away?
God.
Because we gave him away on
No pressure.
Let Your Kids Side
Not
show
Chad.
a few weeks ago, and what we did is instead we usually give people challenges to
Mm-hmm.
get extra points. The challenge this
How
time,
come I've never been able to challenge him? Let's do that next time.
okay, the challenge was a week. Like we give it to them in advance, and they have 5 days.
Nice.
So like sometimes we'll do like if it was an Iron Man, it was like, okay, make your best Iron Man costume out of found things around your house and office. Post a picture, and then you get 1,000 bonus entries into this random raffle, basically. So people would do that, and then there's all kinds of ones. The ones going on right now is we did like dress up as your favorite X-Men. Again, you can't use actual props or costumes. You have to just make it up what you can
Oh,
find.
stuff.
So the
Love
challenge I
this.
did for this was instead of like doing something
For this guy,
creative.
Iron Man?
No, for John Wick.
Oh, another John Wick.
You had to go to this website of adopting cats and dogs,
Mm-hmm.
type in your zip code, find dogs and cats in your area, and then post those dogs on your Facebook, on your Twitter to get them some attention and some love. And everyone they posted was an entry. So they just flooded. We had like 1,800 people, like puppies and kitties posted on social media.
That's
for
like
a
the
week.
best thing ever. I'm gonna go cry now. That's
I
that's one of
know.
those like
I don't know if any of those little guys got adopted because of it, but we got a lot of them out there.
yeah,
which was
awareness.
nice.
That's all good.
Not sure 10% did.
That's good to know.
Says he rescued a pit bull.
I love pits.
You get all the toys.
Yeah, you get come. Where's he from? He should just get a free tour.
Okay, stop.
Let's give him.
Anyone who adopted a pet.
Yeah. You can drive Greg's car. Yeah. You can take Julian for a day, and he's your house. Like, yeah, you
Now
can
watch
just
our
like do
feed's gonna
tours
get cut.
for you.
All
Yeah.
of a sudden, show's over. Well, it is that time.
What?
So
Oh, it's
time to
over?
go. Yeah, it's over. It's been an hour.
You were good. It was good co-hosting
It
with
was
you.
good co-hosting
this week.
with
Guess we
you
can
too.
co-host again.
That's-
This is our first time. That was a fail. I like how you would
snail.
like. Let me do
Fail snail.
let me do an impersonation
Okay.
of how you did. You're like snail. Or
I'm
here's another
cool.
one. You ready for this one? As a
Yeah.
Star Wars person,
Yeah.
right? TIE fighter.
Okay, guys.
That's your
well,
Star Wars
thanks
one.
for joining us.
Sideshow and Tell.
Yeah, and don't forget
To let your Sideshow and
your
Tell show.
Geek.
That's my
Bye.
tagline. What's
It's
your tagline?
good.
Don't,
Let's just
don't forget
go.
to let your
Let's
geek
just
sideshow.
go.
Is that it?
Yes.
Let's just go. I go.
Let's just go.
Let's
I go
just
too.
I go out of here.
And yeah.